And welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to CF Montreal versus Toronto FC, MLS 2023 Week 12. The 12th match of the season. Montreal's 11th, Toronto's 12th of MLS. Of course, they both played each other. They played each other on Tuesday. Toronto loses 2-1. More injuries pile up. And the lineup is a very, very interesting one for TFC for this 401 Derby rematch. Let's see if our luck is better than St. Louis's, because St. Louis lost both their derbies to Chicago this week, Cup and League. Let's see if the different situation happens here. I wanted St. Louis to win this weekend. They didn't. See if Toronto can have a different fortune, so to speak. We really are building into this rivalry week thing. But with that being said, lineups are as follows. For CF Montreal, in goal, Jonathan Sawa. The back three of George Campbell, Rudy Camacho, and Gabriel Corbo. The midfield four of Aaron Herrera, Victor Wanyama, Matthew Chouanier, and Robert Torkelson. The front three of Ariel Lassiter, Chinonso Four, and Romel Kyoto. For Toronto FC, here's the fun lineup. In goal, Sean Johnson. The back four of Richie Lorea, Aime Mabaka, Cozy Thompson, and Kobe Franklin. The midfield two of Brandon Servania and Mark Anthony Kay. Defensive midfield two. Midfield attacking three, Federico Bernardeschi, Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy, Lorenzo Insigne, CJ Sapong up top. But it does put us into a playoff spot. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to be slightly pissed they didn't do the job on Tuesday instead of today. But you know what? It does jump us over Montreal. So, and we did beat our rival at least once this week. So, I'll be a little bit miffed, but I don't think I'd be completely angry like if they lost. If they drew, depending on how it happened, we'll see. But I think there will be a moment where I'm a little bit miffed they couldn't do the job on Tuesday if they win tonight. But I feel like they will. I don't know why. I just feel like there's going to be a win tonight. Even with this somewhat experimental lineup. With Mabaka playing the Mascherano role with outside backs. And we don't start Curich. Honestly, I can totally see if this goes sideways, whether it's possession or scoring-wise, Curich comes on at the half. If there's a way to at least, get back into it. But I guess with this team, probably 2-0 if that was the case. But again, it's going to be interesting. 401 Derby 2 of this week. They didn't win the first, the one that honestly mattered more. Yeah, they can get 3 points here. That'll put them in a playoff spot at the end of the week. Wouldn't be too bad, but it's not what I wanted. I can tell you that much. With that being said, happy Saturday. Match day, match number 2 of the day. Then we'll do Chivas Atlas tomorrow night. Leg 2, so I'll still be live tomorrow night. You do get some Liga MX playoff. Looks to me like the semifinals, TFC's playing both days of the semifinals, so only Atlas, Chivas, and the final when it comes to Liga MX, but at least you're getting some. So there you go. So, TFC Montreal, 2 of the 3 games we're covering this weekend. I guess 4. Third of 4 because of the Leafs last night, but you get my point. Actual weekend. Well, Friday night's a weekend to you, I guess. True. 3:04 here. About to start 3:04. Then we got Chivas Atlas tomorrow. Monday off. Tuesday, Nations League draw. So I was still streaming on Sunday and Tuesday anyway, even though the Leafs didn't win. So, hey, at least we still had some on both those days. There you go. With that being said, waiting for this game to kick off. Montreal, Toronto. Can Toronto get at least 3 points off of Montreal this week and put themselves back in a playoff spot? That will most likely be 8th or 9th or 7th, but you know what? It still is. So, and hop over Montreal. 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 16 Celsius in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Stade Saputo is where this game will be played. Toronto will play Montreal once again later this season. At BMO Field. Oh, that's nice. Insigne Sans Azzurri kit. Nice. Starting 11 for Montreal, Jonathan Sawar, Robert Torkelson, George Campbell, Gabriel Corbo, Ariel Lassiter, Victor Wanyama, Rudy Camacho, Aaron Herrera, Matthew Chouanier, Romel Kyoto, and Chinonso Ofor. Good luck tonight. Good game on Tuesday. Y'all deserve to win that. And honestly, y'all probably have a better chance to win tonight as well. Starting 11 for Toronto, Sean Johnson. Back four, Kobe Franklin, Cozy Thompson, Aime Mabaka, Richie Lorea. Midfield three of Brandon Servania, Mark Anthony Kay, Jaquil Marshall Ruddy. Front three of Lorenzo Insigne, CJ Sapong, and Federico Bernardeschi. But let's see. Toronto will be wearing the same kits they wore on Tuesday, as will Montreal. Montreal wearing their gray and blue marble kits. Toronto wearing their black, gray, and red. Yeah. Probably Montreal skinning us, at least possession-wise. I could guarantee you that. With Mabaka playing the Mascherano role with outside backs. Let's see how that turns out. Aaron Herrera is the player to watch for Montreal. I could say that makes sense. For Toronto, player to watch, Lorenzo Insigne. Sure. He scored on Tuesday. Yeah, tap in. Richie Lorea fed that one to him. Still wasn't enough. And the teams are walking out. 6 minutes to kick off. TFC walking out against Montreal. Can Toronto at least get some sort of dignity back after Wednesday or Tuesday? Can we? Because Tuesday was a shit show. The game and situations in the stands. Multiple situations in the stands. Let's see if today's any better. With 100% Montreal fans, because no away fans. Unless, I guess, Toronto fans bought neutral tickets and they aren't wearing Toronto stuff. It's supposed to be 100% Montreal fans, so we'll just go by that situation. How we doing, Isaiah? Bowling alley, 20 minutes. That sounds pretty good. Bowling sounds fun. Better than what this will be. Stars cracking 1-1. Interesting. Well, we got a good game coming up. Teams have walked out when these ads are done. What if TFC wins? Does it matter? Well, it does give them 3 points. It does put them into a playoff spot, and it jumps them over Montreal. It does matter, but it doesn't matter as much as the Canadian Championship, you know? That's what I was trying to say. But I was also pissed off on Tuesday. I'll still feel a little bit miffed if they win. I'll still be a little bit miffed if they win tonight because they didn't win on Tuesday. But with all these injuries, they do. I'm not saying they will. I'm just saying if they do. But I won't be angry. I'll definitely make a statement about them winning. About how miffed I am they did. But it does sort of matter. We'll see, though. Only problem is Bob Bradley, if he needs to fix this lineup until those injuries will be badly. There'll be another injury or two tonight. I'm just watching this game as a fan. I'm not betting on nothing. Because if I bet with my heart, Toronto will probably screw me over. I bet with my gut, they end up winning. It's not worth it. At least if you want to bet, do what you want. But I'm not giving you any plays. I'm not giving you nothing. Because I ain't taking nothing. So, you know. That's my answer. Just enjoy the spectacle of what this game could be. And by that, I mean a complete shit show. How about them Golden Knights? Good for y'all. Got it to 3-2. If you win one of the next two, you're through. You have to win one of the next two. But good for y'all. Both Canadian teams may not make it past the second round. Why am I not surprised? Respect. It's going to be a parade inside my city, yeah. Well, actually, that wouldn't be too bad of a trip, wouldn't it? Here we go. Head-to-head between Montreal and Toronto. Last 5 matches, 4-0-1. 4 draws, 1 loss. 13 goals for, 7 goals against. 7 goals, 13 goals for, 7 goals for. 7 goals against to 13. All right. No, that's wrong. No way. That's wrong. Because Toronto won against. And the kickoff is here. We're underway. Who will win? Probably Montreal, but I feel like Toronto's going to pull something off with all these injuries. I just have a feeling. But that's probably my heart talking. Camacho. I swear to God that. Yeah, because they beat New York. Yeah, that was wrong. We lost to New England. We beat New York. I'm saying that graphic for head-to-head was wrong. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Also, how about them Lakers? Braun putting the silly debate to bed, once again showing he's better than Curry. Well, I agree with that. He was always better than Curry. I may not have admitted it before, but I will now. Sean Johnson clears it. LeBron's better than Steph Curry. Always has been. 1 minute in. Insigne, who's all the way back in the defensive third. Yeah, that's good news. There'll be a foul, free kick for TFC. Stars win tonight. They could easily rep the West because of Jake Ettinger. They have actual good goalie, one of the best in NHL. You're saying Vegas will get goalied? Like, it would burn me inside if the freaking Stanley Cup final ended up being Dallas and Florida. I would hate it. Oh, but I guarantee you freaking Gary Bettman would love it. 2 minutes. 2 minutes into the match, Chris Penso's the referee. That's good news. Sean Johnson plays it to Larea. Kobe Franklin, higher up the pitch, crosses it to Servania. Bernadeschi playing center, which that would make some sense. At least on that run of play. Insigne can't keep it in. This is TFC, not the Leafs. Sawa versus Bernadeschi. Bernadeschi pressing, but he doesn't get there. But again, what's the score? It's 0-0. There hasn't even been a goal yet. Honestly, knowing Toronto. Oh no, Richie's down. Please don't tell me he's hurt. Looks like they're going to VAR. Going to VAR. Referee's talking to somebody. Yeah, I can't believe I said it either. Basically, I need to stop being so swept up in the hype. I know. But I always do, so I need to give it like at least a month before I say they're back. And even then, probably a month and a half. Or actually win a damn trophy that isn't the Canadian Championship. But again, knowing Toronto, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they gave up a goal the first 5 minutes. Let's not be too hasty here. Actually, it's a good question. It's actually a good question. Nice. Nice. Good luck. Good luck. 5th minute. Chinonso 4. That's got to be. Yep, Toronto throw-in. Good. Like, nobody's making that second run. I'm not mad because that helps Toronto, but nobody was making that second run. I'm like, okay. He was in no man's land. 04 was in no man's land. As soon as Lassiter got there, that should be a foul, my friend. Yep, dog so. Yellow card. George Campbell gets a yellow card. Bringing down Sapong. Free kick TFC. Not too bad of a dog, so I'll say I agree with the yellow, but you know. I feel like that's sort of game management, but, you know, it wasn't that bad of a tackle. 6 minute. George Campbell gets the yellow. I hope Forge beats Montreal. Yep. They did. No concealed, or not concealed, but concentrated TFC supporters group. And then 4 people got banned through MLSE venues. I don't know. I just hope we don't get 4-0'd. I just hope it's close. I just hope it's close. The fight in the away section against Montreal fans on Tuesday. They were fighting Montreal fans in the away section on Tuesday. It wasn't even the megaphone. It was the fight. I would have thought everybody saw that, but okay. Yeah, I hope so too, but I'm not going to frickin', you know what? 3-2. 3-2 TFC. I don't know why. I feel like there's going to be a win, but I feel like that's just wishing upon a star. I just hope Watchalong gets fired. He should have got fired Tuesday. I don't know why he's still there. I don't know why. I guarantee you the Mark Anthony K incident gave MLSE enough rope to not fire him because they could divert to that. And we lost to them. But Charleston beats New England? Huh? All right. Yay. 1-0 Miami. Good for them. You already said that. Sunderland won first leg of their playoff against Luton, semifinal. I think we already touched on that earlier. 8th minute during the St. Louis stream. Yeah, New England's losing. Fraudulent. Ruiz scored. The Capo threw the megaphone at Mark Anthony K. But the rumor is it wasn't just the Capo aggressing. Mark Anthony K was aggressing as well. They both were aggressing in that argument. It's not like Mark Anthony K was just getting venom spit at him. He was going the other way as well. So that's the rumor. That's just what I've heard. That's the rumor. Mark Anthony K ain't a saint in all this. He didn't deserve the megaphone thrown at him, but it's not like he just was walking away and then acknowledged the fan who was chirping him. No, he was chirping back. I'm not saying he deserved the megaphone. I don't think so. I'm just saying that it wasn't all sunshine and roses on Mark Anthony K's part. He ain't the good guy. The Capo ain't a good guy either. They're both bad in this situation. From what I've heard. That might be hearsay, but from what I've heard and what I've read. Bradley out, Ted Lasso in. Honestly, I'm good with it. I'm down. 10 minutes. Lol. I agree that throwing it was wrong. I'm not disagreeing with that. That was a stupid thing to do. I'm just saying that it's not like K was not, how do I put this? He wasn't aggressing the conversation. They both were. Does that mean you should throw a megaphone at somebody? No. But still, it's not like he was just walking away, acknowledged the fan that was chirping him, and then, no, it was, I was surprised he didn't jump in the crowd. But, 11th minute. The megaphone, as I said, I don't like that somebody threw the megaphone. But there are different levels to this. There are different parts of this situation. The megaphone was stupid. Kraken 2-1. Update, no more network connection errors. Good. Apple TV's been sort of fritzy for the last month since the Atlanta game. Hugo said Mac was very aggressive. Yeah, well, from what I've heard. Promotion playoffs just for money. The promotion playoffs mean the third team. That's the third team to the Premier League. 2 automatics, 1 playoff. But it does give you money, so fair enough. They do say that the championship playoff final is the richest football game in the world. Match. They do say that. Well, 12th minute. That is true. Malice in the Palace. I would bury them both. One arm tied behind my back. I would win that match with one arm tied around my back. You know what? Screw it. Let's make it a handicap Hell in a Cell match. Richie goes forward. Or whatever. You get my point. Honestly, I think he knew something like that was going to happen. The megaphone thing. I think he knew. And he would look like the good guy in the situation. You know, there you go. Basically. Yeah, the Kraken will take it to 7. Basically. I agree with that. We'll be screwed if he goes back to Forest. So you better hope Nottingham stays up. If they don't, we're up the creek without the paddle. Like, that's our season. That's our season. Shut up and take my money. I would honestly say I think top 3 is better, but, you know, the playoffs are a little bit cool, and I think it gives other teams an opportunity to fight for something. So, more teams an opportunity to fight for something. So, I get it. Actually, I like the handicap Hell in a Cell match. Like, do you want them? Like, I don't know if you want them to lose or not, because if it's an I quit match, I'm not saying I quit. I may not wear it on my shirts, but I still believe in never give up. You're really putting them behind the 8 ball. You're really putting them behind the 8 ball. Fine speech. Fine speech. Larea's not a jobber. What are you talking about? Cross in. Legitimately, if Larea's gone, we're screwed. Sean Johnson. Could have picked that one up. Oh, yeah, you're going to have some fun. Not really. Chris Penso's just as bad, though. Why did Sean Johnson not pick that one up? Richie Larea is an upper mid-carder. Upper mid-carder. That's a good thing. Cleared away. Cozy, what are you doing? Good for Notts County that they made the football league. I'm happy for them. Them and Wrexham were the ones who should have went up. They went up. They went up. So I got a good one. What do you think about the new World Heavyweight Championship? Consolation prize or not? Playing forward. Cervania. Yeah. Already did that. Oh, wait. Yeah, you did. New topic. What do you think about Roman probably being a quadruple champion when he beats Sammy and Owens with Solo Sikoa at Night of Champions? Unless the Usos turn on him, but every WWE Championship looks like a toy right now, except maybe the Intercontinental Championship. Maybe. That's just a maybe. World Heavyweight title at least has the old big gold style. Cool. That would be nice. You should. Chicharito Prime, can you think of a better CONCACAF striker of the last decade? Bernadeschi puts it over the top. Revs tied it up. Let's see. Honestly, no. No. Maybe Clint Dempsey. Maybe. No, I really can't. Yeah, I saw that belt. Everybody has a belt now. Charlotte score against Atlanta, 1-0 Charlotte. Charlotte going on a Sherman's march. They went and marched through Orlando just to set Atlanta down to flames. That one was teed up. I had to. That one was teed up. I had to. A little bit of a history joke, but there we go. Sherman's March. '19th minute. Charlotte FC is on Sherman's march through Lego City. Hey! Halifax Wanderers 2-1 Calvary FC. Money. It's not competition reasons. Same reasons they stopped doing relegation for a couple of years. Ever? He's up there. I don't know if he's number one, but he's up in that Mount Rushmore. So, yeah, I'd say Mount Rushmore at least. That's about as good as I could say. Probably with Chicharito. New England got CONCACAF by VAR. Boom! 20th minute. 55 passes to 95. Oh, we got more possession. Yay. We're not getting skint on possession through 20 minutes. I can't believe it. Free kick. I cannot believe it. You love to see it. Probably. Who's number one? In MLS? Think it's New England. Yeah. Seattle only has 20. Yeah, it's New England, and Cincy tied for it. Richie! Nice run. And that's a foul. Free kick the other way. Still 0-0. Richie tries to dispossess Wanyama. He fouls him. Pulls the shirt. Yeah, that's foul. "22nd minute. If Cincinnati wins, number one player. Number one CONCACAF player. I'd say Chicharito. He had a good career there. I remember. It can't be. It's neutral ground. 2 legs if you go to each stadium. Now, if this was back in the day, I think the World Cup has always been centralized, but let's just say it wasn't. Yeah, I would agree with that. I'd like to see the Canadian teams play Open Cup. The 3 Canadian teams play Open Cup just once. Just once. To see how much harder Open Cup is compared to the Canadian Championship. I just want to see it. Like, I want to see what the people who say the Canadian Championship doesn't matter think. Bernadeschi taken down. That'll be a free kick. No advantage. Because people say it's too easy to win. Well, I like to see the 3 Canadian MLS teams play Open Cup just as an experiment. I'm not saying every year. I'm not saying give them the CCL spot if they win. I'm just saying I want to see the experiment. I want to see if a Canadian team can at least get to the quarterfinals of the Open Cup. Simple as. I just want to see. Like, if they get to the quarterfinals, I think it's pretty even. If at least one of them do. But I know that's a wish upon a star thing. I just think it would be a nice experiment. I'm not saying every year. I'm not even saying double 2 years. I'm just saying once. Hell, they don't even have to get the CONCACAF spot out of it if they do somehow win, whether it be Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal. I would just like to see how close each domestic cup is. How we doing? Who's the San Luis and Mazatlan of MLS? Well, Austin, for sure. I think Austin would have definitely been the Mazatlan of MLS had the crew actually been Austin, but I think they still are because of pre-court, even if it is a different team. San Luis would be Red Bull. Because, Atleti owns San Luis, Red Bull's Red Bull, or New York City FC. Either way, one of the group teams would be San Luis. I guess both of them. Except Red Bulls actually suck, so they would be San Luis. That's a foul. Free kick the other way, my ass. Yellow card for Marshall Ruddy. He's the one who got brought down. Penso, you jackass. Good for y'all. 04 got brought down by Shaquille. At least they say so. I don't think. I said Red Bulls. When is it time to say Philly's in trouble? If they keep doing like this through June. If they keep doing this to the Gold Cup, Philly's in trouble. If they don't start picking up their performances by June, the end of June, they're screwed. That's the point. Plays forward. Cozy Thompson. Nice. Insigne. Bernadeschi. Cross, headed away. Sapong almost was in the path. Bernadeschi wins the ball. Kobe Franklin was right there, but okay. Jeremy Rufo's the Portland VAR ref. New England equalized. I feel like I saw that. Richie keeps it in. Nice, Richie. 27th minute. That's out for a Toronto corner. Toronto's actually played well. Not obviously, but actually played well. I'd say St. Louis. Will make it pretty far. Yes. No, they won't. No, they won't. Who's your surprising team to qualify for World Cup 2026? Well, no, that wouldn't be surprising. I say Suriname. They'll qualify through the playoffs. Suriname will qualify through the playoffs. Heard it here first. That'll probably be somewhat surprising to anybody who isn't in CONCACAF. Headed away, over the bar. That'll be a goal kick for Sawa. 27th minute. Toronto, you mean? Honestly, that would be surprising too, but I feel like they'll actually build up their form somewhat by the summer. They're just in a really bad patch of form, and that just had to happen right before CanChamp. But they're actually playing well today with all these injuries. I told you I felt like they were going to win. I felt like they were. I had a feeling. But they're playing pretty well. Cross in. Header from a 4. It goes over the bar. That's a goal kick for Sean Johnson. By the way, if you're a goaltender, tend the goal. Why has Sean Johnson been so bad since Philly? Besides New York, he has been horrible. Philly, Revs, CanChamp. He's been questionable tonight. He has not had a good run of form besides NYCFC. I think we got to give Romero a shot. I think we have to. I'm not saying give Romero the starting job. I'm just saying, he's going to start during Gold Cup anyway, probably. So, because, by the way, we play through Gold Cup. Whoever's idea that was is an idiot. Would you like to see Alexi Vega in TFC? Yes, I would. Would be interesting, to say the least. 29th minute. Thoughts on Joseph scoring a number 100 against Atlanta? You knew he was going to do that. That was his first goal of the season too, but you damn well knew. You damn well knew he was going to score 100 against Atlanta. I had a feeling. If he didn't, he was at 99 already, but I kind of had a feeling if he didn't score in the first couple of weeks of the season, like the first 3 weeks, he was going to score against Atlanta, and he did. Kind of had that feeling. Monterrey or Santos? Monterrey. He's too good to be in TFC, but that's the good part about him. He's too good. Did you see Asian final? Yes, the second leg between Urawa and Al Hilal. Yes, I saw it. I did watch. I'd say I watched the second half. I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm doing the Champions League final. CONCACAF and UEFA. Yes. Scored an Open Cup? He did score the penalty in the shootout against Miami FC. What's your surprising team to not qualify for the World Cup? I don't want to say Italy. If they can't make a 48-team World Cup, that's problems. Yeah, there we go. Italy keeps going the way they are, they might just miss another World Cup. I hate to admit it. Ghana, Yeah, I could see Ghana not making it. I could see that not going too well. Africa's really, it's 4 years from now. So Ghana may be falling, not falling in a bad way, but, you know, working their way down the slide, so to speak. "31st minute. Sean! What is he doing?" Luckily, that didn't go into the net. At least he jumped at the right second. Am I the only one that thinks Sean has sucked for the past month besides New York City FC? Like, besides that game, he sucked. Italy at this point can't blame talent on why they missed because the Federation's getting bailed out by newer generation coming in and showing well. I agree. The Federation is rotting, not rotting, they are rotten to the core. The Italian Federation. I agree. Ghana might be a stretch. They did not convince me in Africa Cup of Nations 2024 qualifiers. I could see that. Actually, I could see that. The Saputo ownership group is smiling. They're a joke. "We got to the Canadian Championship semifinal against our biggest rivals, and now we're playing them at home and somewhat getting dominated against a team who's playing a center back in the Mascherano role, who's a young center back who just had his first start on the midweek." No joke. Kraken 3-1. Seriously, Mabaka is playing the Mascherano role with outside backs in his second start with TFC. And we're somewhat dominating Montreal. No joke. We're actually the better team. Why couldn't you have done this Tuesday? Why? No. Why now? See, this is my problem. I'm starting to get a little bit antsy. Throw the ball in. Oh, boy. This team, man. This team. Oh. There's something, ain't they? There's something. Favorite Carl's Jr. burger. It's Hardee's. And just the regular thick burger, I guess. Yeah. I'd actually rather have, that's a handball. That should be a free kick the other way. Okay. By the way, it's Hardee's, one. Second of all, the regular thick burger. Third of all, I actually like the freaking Hardee's breakfast better. Like the blueberry turnovers or whatever it was. Like they were like frosted. There was like blueberry something they used to have. I really liked those. I don't think they were turnovers, and I don't think they were something though. They weren't scones, but they were something, but they were like frosted and blueberry. It was good. But Hardee's has good breakfast. I just eat a regular thick burger from there. Like, I don't have no special. They do have a Philly cheesesteak burger or something like that, a Philly cheesesteak menu based. I could try that if it's still there, but until I try it, it's just regular thick burger, and the breakfast is better. Hardee's is actually really good. You know, Hardee's is actually better for breakfast. If I'm being honest. Mexico. Well, the way they're going, Mexico. Also, no, New Zealand's going to get eliminated early. That was not a shock. Yeah, Mexico. Big Carl is good. That's not called. It's not called that here. It's a Hardee's. 36th minute. Justin Meram scored the Charlotte goal, by the way. Atlanta got scored on by Justin Meram. You love to see it? I remember when Toronto was in for Justin Meram. Remember that? Honestly, that might have been a good move. Burger King is a flop. I agree. And if I didn't have to watch another one of their ads, I'd be super happy. That should be a foul, and they don't call it. If they don't make it out of the group, I'm losing faith in my nation. They probably won't. But that's a foul the other way because of Kyoto. Okay, yeah, sure. Bull. That's bull. I need drink ideas for when I go to Dutch Bros. I've saved over $11, all because either a manager or a woman who was in front of me paid for what I get. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. What? Yes, I remember. 37th minute. 38th. No. And I don't plan on it. The best show on Netflix is Wentworth. By the way, it's over, so all you got to do is just binge watch it. 8 seasons, I think. It's a good show. Wentworth is an amazing show. It's on Netflix. Give it a shot. Columbus 1-0 against Orlando. Columbus isn't playing Cincinnati. Huh? I would agree with that. Messi's going to play in 2026. Just you wait. Messi is still going to play in 2026. That's out for a corner, 39th minute. Messi, his game ages, well, how do I put this? Messi's game ages like a fine wine because he has the brains. He plays chess. Cristiano plays checkers. Or shoots and ladders, either way. Cristiano plays shoots and ladders. He was always going to crash hard. Messi plays chess. I didn't say they're going back to back. But that's not what... I'm not saying they're getting champions cursed either. Score predictions for DC Nashville. Nashville 2-1. Oh, boy. Could they even do that? They don't have enough money. They don't even have enough DP spots. Could they even do that? Well, Garber would probably let them. Make a new rule. He'd make a new rule. Remember the Galaxy when they were seemed like they were cheating the rules all the time? Yeah, LAFC might just end up being that team. So, next weekend, part 2. Okay. Bernadeschi plays in. Header. Oh, my God. Mabica just turns around, doesn't see the ball, and lets it get taken away. 41st minute. Messi could have retired after the cup, but he's a real dog for running it back again like Zidane. Exactly. And Copa America as well. I respect Messi for that. I should buy a Messi jersey. I should. But 3 stars. I do like the Argentina jersey they won in. The purple one was cool too, but the home kit. No, not 2026. Maybe 2030, 2034. Yeah, 2030 or 2034, not 2026, unless they find the right manager. At this point, I think they should just keep Anthony Hudson. Hudson hasn't put a foot wrong so far. They wouldn't go to Club America. Not Messi, at least. Cristiano, he wouldn't go to Club America. Why would he do that? Actually, I'm a Cristiano guy first. I mean, I know he's not the GOAT, but I'm still a Cristiano fan. Always have been. If he wears a Club America jersey, I would puke. Well, at least that means I'd put a Club America jersey in my collection. That throwback away kit is pretty nice, though. That new away kit they have next year, that one that looks like a throwback, that is pretty nice, though. You know what? If it did happen this year, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Just because of that jersey. That throwback away kit looks amazing. Crossed out. True. I said Messi's the GOAT. The GOAT debate is over. I said that. But I was always more of a Cristiano fan, and I still am. But I do respect Messi, and I admitted the GOAT debate was over. I don't hate one to like the other anymore. I like them both. I realize that you should be able to do that. Pavelski scored 3-2. I respect them both. Probably a little bit too late because of how Cristiano was running the rest of his career, but you know what? Bernadeschi. Oh, nice switch of play to Insigne. That was beautiful. 2-1 Miami. 44th minute. Bernadeschi. Oh, my. Free kick. Joseph scored. 2 oxy pads a day. Sometimes it gets worse. I don't use makeup. That would probably make it worse. See, 2 oxy pads a day. One for the whole face. One for the nose, the forehead. Some more on the forehead, the nose, and sides. Yeah. So there you go. That's all I do. Probably should do more. Isaiah will probably say I should do more. But that's what I do right now. Actually upped it. Lassiter! Side netting. But I did up it. Because I did need to up it. About, I'd say what? About half a year ago, maybe? I think. Yeah, I'd say about 6 months ago. Instead of just 1, 2. But if it works, it works. 1 minute of stoppage time, 30 seconds to go. Cristiano could be compared to Johan Cruyff and Brazil Ronaldo, but Pele and Maradona, that's a stretch. Yeah, I'll say that. I'll agree. Yeah. Well, this is true, but he asked for the skin routine, so yeah, I know it's more than that, but he sort of asked for the skin routine, so I gave it to him. Montreal playing the ball. And that's halftime. 0-0 at the half between Montreal and Toronto. 0-0 at the half. Yeah, I agree with that. 2-0 Columbus. Yeah, are you okay, Winvo? But with that being said, 0-0 at the half. Toronto's actually been playing pretty good. I'm happy with it. Let's keep pushing. Another 45. Get this win. They've actually been playing better with a freaking makeshift back line. As our best center back, Aime Mabaka. All right. You know what? I like Mabaka. I think he's a damn good player. Thank you, Miami. True. Thank you, Miami. We needed a guy like him. Do we just fleece Miami? Okay. All right. He's not put a foot wrong in that sub appearance, the start, or today. I don't know. Maybe he's better than Sigurd Rosted at this point. I don't know. I had hopes, but he's good. For just Gam. Yeah, we fleeced you. We normally don't do that. Hey, we basically got one back for Pozuelo. We gave you Gam for Pozuelo. Or you gave us Gam for Pozuelo. We gave you Gam for Mabaka. So really, it was Pozuelo for Mabaka, which actually, if you put it in those terms, maybe not. Maybe not. But I don't know. But Pozuelo only was there for 6 months. He did make Higuain better. We really didn't do shit. You know what? Maybe equal. Slightly. Probably towards Miami. But if you really wanted to make that a case, I think you could say that it was Gam to us for Pozuelo, then Gam to you for Mabaka. So really, money goes both ways. Pozuelo for Mabaka in the end. I don't know. Pretty much. Which I don't know if that's definitely not a fleecing, but the way it went down, I guess it wasn't too bad. Fair enough. Pretty much, if you think about it. We just got our player back 6 months later, or we just got the player for us 6 months later. It makes sense. So basically a player to be named later. See you, man. Enjoy. How we doing, Red Bull Insider? America and Barca are my teams. Mexico 2, U.S. national team, Argentina mostly for the players. I see it. We'll take a short break at the half. Talk about the stats when we get back. 0-0 at the half between Montreal and Toronto. And Toronto's the better team. I like it. Sit tight. We'll be back. We are back for the stats of the half. Here we go. 2 shots to 1, 44% possession of 56% possession, 160 accurate passes, 82% to 213, 84%, 13 fouls to 6, 1 offside to 1, 3 corners to 3, no shots on goal for either side, 196 passes to 254, 82% pass accuracy to 84, 9 throws to 13, 3 yellow cards to 1, 0 red cards to 0, 0-0 at the half between Toronto and Montreal. I'd say Toronto's the better team. I think they've played better defensively. I think Toronto's played well defensively. I think offensively they've had some runs, but they really couldn't get shots off on them. But Bernadeschi's looked really good. There's a fire up behind this team's ass tonight. Sadly enough, they couldn't do it the second half of Tuesday, but there is a fire under this team's ass. So, you know what? At least they responded, I guess. But they're playing well. Hopefully the second half stays as good as this half. They definitely need to keep this pressure up. They're playing a lot more urgency than they did on Tuesday for some reason, when this game really is the need for more urgency. I don't know, but I like the way they're playing. I do. I think they're the better team. Toronto MLS Cup odds 10,005 plus 10,500. Actually, should I? Should I? You think moving Berna back is a good move? I think they were moving him more into the center, which they should do here. I think that would be nice support, but I think he does need to put some more work in. So, yeah, I think it's worked out today. Like, we need to protect the back line, that makeshift back line, with Aime Mabaka being our best center back. He's actually playing pretty well. I actually like Aime Mabaka. I think he's playing a great game. I think he's been good ever since he got to Toronto. He hasn't put a foot wrong in 2.5 games. Yeah. Good move. Good pickup. Well, technically, they could go on a run, and those odds are some really good odds. You would get a killing. Even if you put... Hold on. I need to do that calculator. Hold on. Converter? That'll do it. Yeah, sure. Converter. Let's see. Plus... I'm just going to check my numbers here. That is a lot higher than I thought. Here we go. Let me check. Well, there you go. So let's just say it was. Okay, so let's just say do 100. $10,600 if I did 100 on MLS Cup right now. That won't do it. But at least we have a chance to build up. Those odds are really good. Those odds are really, really good if Toronto were to just blow up and get to MLS Cup and win. $10,600 off $100? You're crazy. Those odds are way, well, I don't know actually, but shit. Part of me is like, you know what? Maybe throw $100 on it when you win 10.6K. Who's laughing now? When you lock it in at those odds and they win the cup, who's laughing now? .46-minute kickoff of the second half. I didn't say I was. I'm just saying they shouldn't have shown those. I shouldn't have checked the calculator. But that is a foul from Cervagna. Out for a throw-in for Montreal. 46th minute. Getting to the 47th. Is Toronto-Montreal a kind of Classico? Yes, it is. It is the 401 Derby, the Canadian Classique. 35,000 tied with the Houston Dynamo. Is that New York? .47th minute. Our team. Oh. So MLS was wrong, or MGM has us really, really low. Yeah, it's those aren't worth it. Those aren't worth it. Playing forward, Sean Ray. Shot. And that's over the bar. Oh my God. How horrible. Cervagna, or Cozy Thompson, defends well there. Schwanyed puts it over the bar. Matthew Schwanyed, but Cozy Thompson gets in there. I don't hate it. Timbers are 6,000, my guess right now. Yeah. That ain't too bad. I think the Timbers are underrated, but once they start getting better, I know they're going to go up. I know they are. I believe. They're going to get good. I know that. It's Toronto where I'm not so sure. 33 plus 33,000 from Montreal, but don't really follow the CF Montreal of MLS. Yeah, if you don't already do it, I wouldn't. Like, y'all are freaking blowing it all up, and you still beat us in Canadian Championship. But you know what? Last year would have been a good year. Hell, 2016 would have been. this year. Not really. 50th minute. Nice header away by K. Schwanye. Winvo. Columbus is attacking Orlando City. Hey! 2 Lego City jokes in one stream. All because of that Tiananmen Square Lego meme I saw earlier this week. Orlando score 2-1. Hey, you got a goal. 51st minute. From the Lego Events That Didn't Happen collection. – 51st minute corner. Nice clearance. Toronto. Insigne will get a clear. More into European leagues. I wish I'd be a Montreal fan, but every time I watch them, they lose. Yeah, that's what happens when you blow it up. Or you really picked bad games to watch last year. That also, well, both could be true. Both are true, I guess. Montreal score. Of course they did. Insigne. And George Campbell dispossesses Lorenzo Insigne. George Campbell plays on. Lapalainen! Lassi Lapalainen scores. Makes it 1-0 for Montreal. Lassi Lapalainen. 53rd minute. From the angle. Montreal score 1-0. Lassi Lapalainen. George Campbell plays it on. Lapalainen from the angle, and Sean Johnson doesn't do a damn thing about it. Of course, 54th minute. 1-0. Bad angle. About seconds behind. What a bad performance in the second half. Bad start, I agree. How do you play so well the first half, but then you just do this? Oh, my God. Like, you got to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Montreal was the one that scored. And if you think Toronto's going to score 2 goals with the lineup they have, you're out of your mind. They'll probably get scored on before they could score a second. Here we go. Wanyama plays it on. Hey, Sean Johnson picked that one up. Good. 10 the goal. 1-0 Montreal. Kansas City scored. Good for them. What I saw in Montreal, anything could happen. Yeah. Toronto always finds ways to choke. Insigne. George Campbell. Play forward. Like, we let George Campbell dice up our freaking defenders. Yeah, no. Sean Johnson to clear. Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy. That'll be a throw-in for Montreal. Good for him. How you let George Campbell rip up your defense? How you gonna do that? 55th minute. Red for TFC. Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy's off for time wasting and throwing the ball away on that throw-in. Jaquil's off. Second yellow. Because he threw the ball away from Aaron Herrera. Losada got in his way. What? Second yellow. Oh, come on, Penso, you jackass. Freaking Losada jumped in his way. What are we doing? It's just going to get worse from here. Why'd they have to have such a good first half to proceed to do this? Jesus. Oh, boy. Seriously, it's a joke. Cross in, Johnson catches it. What am I thinking there? TFC just shot themselves in the foot with that Lapalainen goal and the red card because Jaquil was already on a yellow and just mindlessly threw the ball away before putting it to the player to throw it in. This is going to get worse before it gets better, and I don't know if it gets better. How do you have such a good first half and then do this? Yeah, there ain't no way they're getting 2 goals down a man. There is no way. Not a damn way in hell. No way. No way. This team always finds ways. This team always finds ways. So Jaquil is suspended for the next game. We don't know if Petretto will be back. I couldn't tell you. 58th minute. Servania. Montreal just sunned us 2 games in a row. Petretto didn't even make the trip. So we don't know what's going on there. 59th minute. And Kobe Franklin gets bodied by Aaron Herrera. Aaron Herrera, and that's out on Charlotte 2-0, and it's a Montreal throw-in. 60th, getting to the 59th. Montreal's next match is at FC Cincinnati on the 17th. Toronto will be playing Red Bull at midweek in Toronto. And I think Red Bull will probably beat us. That'll probably happen. Can't wait. 60th minute. Montreal have had a good run, like 6 games unbeaten, assuming they win today. I'm not saying they haven't. They deserve to win all those games. Those games were against soft teams until us, but I guess that just says we're a soft team. We're a crap team. We are what we are. That just says we are who we are. Montreal have been playing amazingly since Vaughn. They figured things out. They started off the season horribly, but since Vaughn, they figured things out. They've been great since then. Hot. Us, on the other hand, have been crap since New York, but honestly, even before that. So, like, New York was just the reprieve in this crap sandwich. But, you know, there you go. I respect that. Header, what are you doing? 3-0 Charlotte. We suck. We really, really suck. I hope this gets Bacala fired. Losing to our biggest rival 2 games in a row. I hope this gets him fired. And then losing the freaking players, Jaquil losing his head, the shit show on Tuesday. I hope he gets fired. He should have been gone on Tuesday. I don't know why he's still here. We may win if we fire Bradley, but I don't think we will. It'll probably be a 0-0 draw. You know, I'm being too nice. It'll be a 0-0 draw. But you have a new manager, so the new manager bounce might change something. If not against New York, definitely against Toronto. That former New Mexico manager sounds like a good manager. So, don't know if he has the Red Bull ethos, but you know what? At this point, might just be good to get rid of that. So, I don't know. I just hope this is a rut and they get out of it, not the whole season. I just hope this is a little bit of a rut at the worst time possible. I just hope this rut is the worst time possible for the time period. Well, Michael Bradley hasn't played since New York. He's been injured. He's getting surgery. He ain't playing. Coelho being hurt really hurts. Coelho was the best player until he got hurt. Even on Tuesday. But he's been playing well. Mark Anthony K is a joke. He's not good. Our defense, all of our center backs are hurt except for one, so we got to have Mabica play the Mascherano type role. For his sake, he did get burned on the goal. Sean Johnson has had a bad 5 games besides the NYCFC game. The past 4 or 5, he's been crap. Insigne has just not played to his ability. Bernadeschi's kind of dropped down a little bit, but he's playing a good game today. Larea's been the best player throughout the whole season, so if he's gone, we're up the creek without the paddle. You better hope Nottingham Forest stays up. Bradley don't know a damn thing. He don't know a wrist lock from a wrist watch. I know, wrong sport, but still. It works. It is what it is. But yeah, Bradley's legs have been gone since 2020. We've been playing with 10 men since 2020. You want to press to work? I wouldn't put Michael Bradley out there. Charlotte scores 3. Good for them. Miriam scored a brace against Atlanta. Lol. USA puts more money every time Canadian clubs come out with a young talent. They let them go play European leagues. That's supposed to be what happens if you want the national teams to grow. Mexico doesn't do it, but do you want to be Mexico? Current Mexico, I mean. Do you want to be Mexico? Insigne, you don't. Don't keep your players in Canada just so you could lord over the frickin' MLS. Yeah, we're both trash. I agree. At least for now. I just hope this for us it's just a rut. Y'all do suck, but right now you're getting us at a good time. Really good time. Yeah, true. On what? '65th minute. But Don Garber called the MLS a selling league. That's what they want it to be. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. Do I agree with it? No, but MLS is still jumping Liga MX being a selling league. So you know what? Good for you. Columbus score 3-1. Oof. Shot, header. Broguillard loses the ball. Shot. 66th minute. 2-0 SKC. Good for them. Well, yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. Didn't I call it, though? I could have sworn I called it. That's a throw in for Toronto. Mabaka going to take it. But that's not delay a game. I agree. Never play a game again. Don't even try out the leg after surgery. Just force retire him. Hopefully, it's not Bob who has to do that because he won't. But if we fire Bob, maybe gets sat down and told you're probably going to be a better coach. Start coaching TFC2. You can't play no more. If it was me, I'd do it. If it was me, I'd be like, Michael, you're not good enough anymore. 2-0 Montreal. I'm not surprised. Schwanyeb. Broguillard. Zachary Broguillard plays in. And Chinonso 4 scores 2 in a row against Toronto. Once in the Canadian Championship, once in MLS. 1 for Chinonso 4 today. Chinonso 4 scores for Montreal. Chinonso 4 taps it in. VAR offside, goal offside. Talking about the don't get my hopes up. You talk about the Crew Orlando game. 04, let me see. Broguillard plays on. It went off Mabaka's body, so that kills off the offside. It went off Mabaka. Smart play by Lapalainen to just put it that way. I know it was Orlando. Chinonso 4, 69th minute. 2-0. I'm not surprised. 69th minute. Chinonso 04 scores the goal. Yeah, that was Jaquil when he was on a second or a first yellow. Got the second yellow for delay a game. Throwing the ball away from Herrera and Losada. Hernan Losada owns Bob Bradley. Who would have thought? They said they were bad luck. 70th minute. Can we just end the game now? Corner for TFC. What are you exactly doing, Bob? That's my question. What are you screaming about? I'm surprised. 6 corners to 4. Tale of 2 halves. Jesus Lord. Oof, Maron. Header. Save. What a save by Sawa. Jonathan Sawa makes the big save. That was a good save by Sawa. Sapong close. Cross in. Sapong with a header. But right off Sawa. No, it was Camacho who headed away. Double agent Camacho. Boom. Another corner for TFC. 70 minutes. Cross in. Headed away, cleared. Dear Lord. Can we just end it already? I don't think we need to play the next 20 minutes. Mercy rule. Mercy rule. Mercy rule. Mercy rule. I know there isn't. I'm just saying. Minnesota missed the penalty. Well, there you go. 71st minute. Lassiter! Saved by Johnson. Good shot. That's the most Ariel Lassiter has done since he left Miami. Or even with Miami. Lassiter. Boom. I mean, he kind of kicked it straight to Sean Johnson. But you know what? Fine. Good job. 72nd minute. I still hope Forge wins the semifinal against Montreal. That would be nice. I could see that. But also, they had an opponent to figure it out against. I think they really figured it out against Vaughn. I think when they played Vaughn at Zordi, that's when they really started to put 2 and 2 together because they played a team that they were supposed to beat. And they had an easy chance to figure things out. And once they figured things out, things got better in practice. Things got better during games, and they built on it. And they're punching above their weight. Which, I got to respect it, but, you know, which makes me worried for Forge. Let's also remember boom. Haha. CPL side. Boom. There you go. '73rd minute. Finals, Montreal, Vancouver, of course. It probably will be. I'll have fun with that one. I'll cover it. That'll be the worst. That'll be the worst. Who do I want to win that? I don't know. Redheaded stepchild or Montreal? What do I want? The redheaded stepchild Vancouver or the big rival Montreal? Which one? I don't know. I want the Meteor. Come on, Forge. I agree. Bacala out. Bradley out. Get him out. Honestly, both of them. He should have been out Tuesday. I don't know why he's still here today. Tarmac him at Saputo, please. Tarmac him at the Montreal airport. Tarmac him. Don't let him come back to Toronto. And then send him to Top Men so he could get shipped back to Egypt on a shipping container because he loves Egypt so much. Because he coached Mo Salah, you know. Who's dealing with him? Top Men. Top Men. I actually watched that game, so I know what I'm talking about. And yes, I was rooting for Vaughn. So I guess root for Forge. Then if that doesn't work out, root for Vancouver. I'd rather have Vancouver in Champions League than Montreal. Red Bulls score. We're going to be bottom of the East. Hold on. I need to see this. Hold on. We're going to be bottom of the East. Joint bottom. Thank you, Bacala. See, we're playing Red Bull on midweek and we're just tied with them. Of course. See? I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you what was going to happen. Bottom. There you go. We're bottom. We're bottom. We're bottom of the East. Bacala out. Come on, you Forge. And hopefully Smirniotis is still there. Yeah, but he ain't done jack shit. He ain't done jack shit. Diamande's on. I thought he was hurt. Bottom of the league. Bottom of the league. If that ain't enough to get Bradley freaking thrown out the door and tarmacked, I don't know what is. We were never supposed to be touching the bottom of the league or the bottom of the conference. We weren't supposed to be doing that at all. You're damn right. Bacala, out. Manning, out. Physios, out. Insigne, at this point, sunk cost. Can't wait till Coelho comes back. Michael, make him retire. He could coach, but make him retire. TFC2, I mean. Or the academy. K, get him out. No. No, I don't think so. I think we just suck. And we're injured to hell and back. Because our physios, they never fixed that. They rebuilt everything else but the physios and thought we would be just fine. That sounds pretty stupid. We already dealt with the scouting department. Dodd is at Portland now. So there we go. The Mabica deal was actually a pretty good one. So maybe our scouting department's a little bit better. Remains to be seen. 78th minute. Let's see if we're actually bottom of the league or just bottom of the East. See, that'll be their get out of jail free card. No, we're not bottom of the league. We're just 25th. Salt Lake, Austin, Kansas City, Galaxy is still worse than us. And Kansas City still 28th after winning a game. Why do we do this? 79th minute. I don't see Bob Bradley going. I wish he would. He needs to go. He probably won't, but he needs to. Kerr, Akinola, Temi Antognalu are coming on for TFC. 3 subs. And that's the only subs we've made because Bob Bradley is jackass, but a stubborn jackass. Stubborn jackass. The man doesn't make subs until it's way too late. 80th minute. Bottom of the league. Yeah. Of course you do. You're a Montreal fan. At least I think I figured that out. Just kidding. I know. Got to wait an hour to bowl, so I pulled to a place where the Wi-Fi was better. How the hell did I make a random-ass street end up at the same Dutch Bros I was at yesterday? It's fate. Small world, eh? Fate. It's a small world. It's a small, small world. We're bottom of the league. Oh, wait, Diamante did come on. Why the hell is that not? My bad. That's their 4th sub. My bad. I was like, oh, wait, yeah, Diamante came on. Why is Font Mob screwing up? Yeah, they don't even care at this point. I'd stick with them if they got relegated. That would not... Well, actually, maybe it would be a fun season, considering they'd win games. Probably not enough to go up, though. Probably get Leeds. Well, no, Leeds actually went back down. We probably would get Watforded. Yeah, there we go. Yep, we're taking off the big boys. Bradley's throwing in the towel, baby. Because of course he would. How about we throw the towel in on him? Looks like Saliba is coming on for Montreal as well. Antognalu for Richie Larea. Larea for Antognalu. Bernadeschi for Kerr. Akinola on as well. Ibrahim and Saliba coming on for Montreal. Ready to come on. 9 minutes plus stoppage time. Santos Laguna equalizes 1-1. Doesn't matter. Monterrey has the higher seed if they hold. Santos are actually doing it. Herc knows. Still good there's no second division in MLS. But it doesn't matter, though. Well, I mean, if Santos score another, depending on how much time is left in that game, 2 for 2. Congratulations. You deserve it. Y'all played better. You are the better team. Toronto's a clown show right now. I guess we really are the clowns. So, congratulations. I'm not going to disrespect Montreal. They've done their job. They've played well. They've been hot since Vaughn. 6 straight wins. Can't hate on it. They're a good team. I'm more pissed off at mine. I'll give you your due, though, just like I did on Tuesday. I'll give you your due. That first half was good for TFC, but then it all fell apart. But I'll give you your due. Once again. Yeah, because he just doesn't want to sub anybody. I thought he subbed people a bit earlier last year, though. Like, I thought he was actually reasonably subbing people last year. I don't know what happened. We either are so thin that he's like, nah, I can't sub, or he's just becoming stubborn. When he feels threatened, he gets stubborn. I don't know. 84th minute. Montreal shot by Lapalainen. Be saved by Sean Johnson. That'll be out for a corner. 84th minute. There we go. So Montreal is finally a good team. If Toronto fans say so, I might start watching them after all. Well, it's not. Well, I guess they are. They've won 6 straight games, but they were better last year. They actually were top 2 in the league. They were top 2 in the East last year. They were actually really good. They sort of blew it up, but turns out they still have some of that DNA left, even though they sold a lot of their players. They figured things out. So maybe they are better than we think after this 6-game winning run, all comps. Maybe they are. CONCACAF. Fans too much of a word, just follow them because I live here. Football's in my blood, so allez le bleu. Fair. Something. Damn. 85th minute. Five minutes plus stoppage time. Let's just wrap this up. But we could also say that 6-game winning run was against all crappy teams. Sure won't buy a jersey since they keep changing logo every year. No, they'll stick to this logo. Don't worry. They'll stick with this logo. So, if you wanted to. DC equalized against Nashville 1-1. Well, I did say 2-1, so there you go. 86th minute. Temi Antognalu. Cross. And Akinola can't get to it. So, 86th minute. I'll give them props when they deserve it. I kind of have to, you know. I kind of have to give Montreal props when they deserve it, but the fact that I can, at least I could be nice. You know, I could give them props when they deserve it. That's kind of the thing you have to do, but at least I don't look like I'm going to puke after I do it. So, that's something. When they deserve props, they get props. And Lapalainen, last man forward, crosses in. Lassiter. That'll be cleared for a goal kick. Free kick. Oh, Franklin. There we go. We ever live stream UFC or boxing? Possible. I mean, I could consider it. It's possible. I'm not never saying no. I'm not saying no. Just like I'm not saying no to basketball. Is it not very likely? It's not very likely, but I wouldn't say no. Wrestling, I think, is a no. But Lassiter can't shoot for shit. Montreal fan said he was pretty good last week. Yeah, to me personally, the new CF Montreal badge, even though they're renamed, I still think they're the Impact in my heart. I think the new badge is more impacty. It's more impacty. The Snowflake badge was horrible. But this new badge sort of melds the new name with the Impact history. So I like the fleur-de-lis. I like the blue and black. It's a lot more. If they made that the badge after the rebrand, the name would have probably went down easier. It probably would have. The name CF Montreal probably would have went down easier had they put out this badge first. It probably would have went down easier. I don't think it would have been clowned on, but the name's still there. So, you know. Chelsea. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Why not? Why not? We could rehabilitate his career. If we suck, we suck. Honestly, besides Montreal and Vancouver, LAFC ain't on that list anymore. You know it. Seattle. Yeah, so Montreal, Vancouver, Seattle. That's pretty much it. 89th minute. LAFC got off that list. I would like Tuchel, but oh wait, he's actually coaching at Bayern. If we somehow got Tuchel, he'd be diluted. I love Tuchel, especially what he did for Chelsea. But he wouldn't come to Toronto. Now, Maurizio Sarri, on the other hand, you know, I'd be good with that. Or Antonio Conte. You know what? Let's go with the Italian. Let's go with the Italian Revolution. Antonio Conte. Let's go with it. Anthony Curic is coming on for TFC. for the last minute and change. Probably should have just started him, honestly. For stoppage time, it's Anthony Curich. Anthony Curich. For Kobe Franklin. 90th minute. Making his MLS debut is Anthony Curich. What Liga MX teams do you hate? America? Club America? 3 minutes of stoppage time. Yeah, that's about it. Mazatlan, but for different reasons. Querétaro. I don't like Querétaro, but I was really after the stadium stampede, so to speak. Three minutes, 2.5 to go. Kraken going 7. Soccer guy ain't happy, I bet. You know what? I would like to see the Kraken win the cup if it can be Edmonton. I would like to see it. Why not? Seattle fans would get absolutely insufferable. DeAndre Kerr, cross in. Then Seattle could technically beat the Leafs to the punch. I agree with that. Especially England, but I agree with that. 92nd minute, that'll be a free kick. Seattle versus Vegas, please. Stars score 5-3, not over just yet. '92nd minute. Houston, Seattle, weather delay, Houston. Sounds about right with all the severe weather. Not for long since they keep on changing. As a PSG fan, someday Tuchel will be unhappy at the Mercado and start to act weird as at Chelsea and Dortmund. I think Bowley was the one who got Tuchel out at Chelsea, but okay, you know, sure. Tuchel got weird, sure. 30 seconds. Who's ready for another rant? And I won't be watching a minute of it. I hope Carolina wins. Yeah, I'm petty like that. I hope Carolina wins. But Toronto choked the series. Yeah, they pretty much did, but I'm still petty. And that's full time. 5 seconds early. Thank God. Full time. 2-0. 2-0. Full time. TFC are bottom of the league. I feel angry. I feel like shit. And here comes a fight. Should have played better. And we're fighting again. I thought we left the shit shows on Tuesday. Oh my God. What are we doing? If Bradley ain't out by tomorrow, I'll give him Monday. I'll give him the weekend. If he ain't out by Monday morning, if he ain't tarmacked, I'm going to be pissed. But if he ain't out by Monday morning, I actually like Claudio Ranieri, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, we do. We do suck. Hard. Orlando equalizes. Good for them. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Why'd Marshall Ruddy come out? He was on a red. He came out to fight. Well, he's going to get suspended for 2 or 3 more games. What are you doing? What the hell? This team really wants to make me try to lose my voice. Okay, all right. Another shit show. Why not? Sore losers. Well, it's their current away jersey, but thank you. Congratulations, Montreal. Well-deserved win. They deserved it. They were the better team. Oof, Madon, you're right. This team should move to Vegas. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. Might as well. Hell, maybe the Leafs. Oh, wait, no. Doesn't matter. Monterey will go through on seeding. Good game. Congratulations on the win. You deserve it. With that being said, that's the end of this one. I'll talk about the rest of this on the review. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in play. Share us with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of this match. And I will see you on Sunday for the live watch-along of Chivas versus Atlas, Leg 2. I'll see you for a review and live of that game tomorrow as well on Sunday night. So I'll still be live Sunday night, even though the Leafs didn't make it to a Game 6. There you go. I'm Ryan, and I'm out. Peace. See you within the hour.